Hey there, it's Tony here from the Coach Curl Academy. In 30 years of operational leadership, I received some amazing leadership development and training through most of the companies that I've worked with. But one of the key things that I learned was that if I wanted to continue to grow and be better as a leader, I needed to do things daily for myself. Now, in my office, I had these old expanding files, right? And I used to either copy or print out articles that had resonated with me around leadership. And I would file them in categories in these expanding files, vision, skills, service, reflection, inspiration, trust were all just some of those categories that I would use. And I pulled this one out earlier. It's an article from Dan Rockwell going back to September 2011, where he spoke about standing out means you don't fit. And one of the things that I've underlined here was that leaders are disruptors who seek solutions. And that's a concept that is absolutely still relevant today. Now, I field a couple of expanding files with all these articles and quotes, and I used to share them with my team, and I'd even share them with some of my direct reports when they were looking at helping themselves get better in a certain area. But I knew that if I wanted to grow my team, that I had to continue to grow myself. And I couldn't leave that in the hands of others. I had to do that for myself. And one of the important lessons was one of courage, because it's not really the done thing to put your hand up and say, I'm continuing to learn, I'm continuing to grow. Often we try and delude ourselves into thinking that we're good at or as good as what we're going to be in our chosen field, when in fact we can always be getting better. And it was always a challenge, therefore, for myself to continue to do that courageous thing and continue to grow, continue to challenge the status quo. And even though some of the things that I was learning weren't necessarily being role modeled or championed within the companies that I was with, I knew that they were still adding some awareness, some leadership awareness, and developing some skills, behaviours and techniques that continue to help me to this day. Now, when I left the corporate world, 3 of these expanding files came with me. And the process still follows me today, where I save them now digitally as opposed to printing them all out. But these expanding files are still in my office because I still want to develop myself daily. I still want to continue to grow, to read, to learn, and to listen. And I know that there's leaders out there like me, leaders that are proactive in their own growth and wanting to develop themselves to become better at what it is that they do. Leaders that don't want to leave it in the hands of others. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm offering to you this free leadership development series that will be available to you in your inbox every day over the next 10 days. There's lessons on courage, there's lessons on characteristics of great leaders, there's lessons of how to turn adversity into success, just to give you a few. We also have a free digital download of this leadership report around the 7 traits of highly influential leaders, which will also become part of your growth. So regardless where you are on your leadership journey, you may be an experienced leader already that has their own growth being mapped out. This will still add value to you. Or if you are starting your leadership journey, this will absolutely add value and awareness and help you determine the type of leader that you're going to be. So either way, the offer is available for you. I'd love to support you in your leadership journey. All you have to do is sign up down below, and I look forward to seeing you in your inbox every day for the next 10 days.